A major crypto analyst is giving his final predictions for XRP, and he is pulling no punches, and he is not apologizing to anybody. In fact, he is giving it as a warning, his final warning that you better get on board the XRP train. I'm going to tell you who said it and what their price predictions are. Also, we're going to be talking about the price of Bitcoin now that the ETFs have finally been approved and the inflows into these Bitcoin ETFs are in the billions. So I'm going to be looking into some of the analysis of what Bitcoin is going to be doing short term and long term coming into the halving. There's also going to be some things in this video that I want to point out that I want you guys to keep an eye on. Some things revolving around XRP regarding Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, and an attempted hack of billions of dollars worth of XRP. And not only that, I'm going to be talking about what are the top trending coins on X, because some of these have had major pumps in the last 24 hours, the last week, and I think I'm going to be starting to implement a new portion of these videos in which I talk about some of these altcoins that have made major moves or could make major moves. Hey everyone, my name is Randy. Welcome back to the Late Night Grind, and right now on this channel we are covering cryptocurrency news, investment markets, and personal finance. So if any or all those topics interest you, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, join the Late Night Grind community. If you do me a favor, I'd appreciate it. Smash the thumbs up button and watch this video all the way to the end. Those really are the two best things you can do to support a YouTube channel. So if you do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. All right guys, let's jump into it. So before I get into the price predictions of XRP by a noted analyst, I wanted to set a backdrop, and this being what Bitcoin is doing. So as you know, the last week or two, the ETFs were finally approved by the SEC, the final deciding vote coming from none other than Gary Gensler, public enemy number one in the crypto space. He actually gave his approval vote, and some of his reasoning didn't exactly make sense, but nonetheless, he passed it. I think there was just finally too much pressure that he had to cave, even for those in the banking industry that he has sworn to support, that he needs to pass these because there is just too much profit to be made by those offering the ETFs, namely BlackRock and several others. Okay, so what does this mean for the price of Bitcoin? Well, it kind of did what I thought it would do. There was an initial spike on the days of approval and then a little bit of a sell-off thereafter. I wouldn't exactly call it a crash. 10 to 13% drop in Bitcoin is nothing new. It happens all the time. So now what people are looking at is this bull run, 2024, 2025. It's going to be all over X. It's going to be all over YouTube. The analysis are going crazy. So short term, what's going to happen? Well, from the analysis that I've watched from Benjamin Cowen, from some of the others, Blockchain Backer, from some of the others that I watch on almost a daily or weekly basis, it looks like there could still be room for another run-up before a pullback. Now, I've seen speculation that Bitcoin is going to hit 50,000 before a pullback to 30,000 or as low as 30 to 35,000. And yet I've seen some other analysis that shows Bitcoin being very bullish in the short term, even touching as high as $60,000 before a potential pullback to 40 to 45,000. Now, I wanted to give my thoughts on what these ETFs could mean to the price of Bitcoin in terms of stabilization. Because now that there are billions, and yes, I mean multi-billions of dollars of inflows coming into these ETFs, these are spot ETFs, which means actual Bitcoin needs to be purchased and held in a custodial account. That is why the those in the crypto community for so long have been wanting this, because it could cause the price of Bitcoin to go northward even faster than other bull runs. So I don't know about faster, but I think overall it is definitely a bullish move. So now that we have all these billions into it, it takes a little bit longer for things like institutional money to enter into Bitcoin. And not only does it take longer to get into it, it takes them a little bit longer to move out of it. They're not exactly sitting here day trading it. They're buying the ETF for the longer term. So what, in my opinion, that could cause is almost crash-proof Bitcoin. Now, we're going to see if that actually happens, but in my opinion, when you have the stabilization of billions of dollars and essentially not exactly diamond hand holders, but people willing to give Bitcoin more of a fair shake, I think could help prevent the huge 20-30% drops in a single day like we have experienced in Bitcoin many times over. So nonetheless, I do think there is a short-term bullish and bearish scenario before this bull market heads on up. There's a lot of traders that are saying, listen, buy spot. Don't trade on leverage, because right now we never know which direction it's going to go. There are fake outs in both directions. Now, having said that, I wanted to move on to this analysis of XRP and its price point. This analysis is coming from a technical analysis trader on X known as Dark Defender. I've mentioned him a bunch of times on this channel, and a lot of the times he is pretty spot on with his macro chart analysis. And so what he gave recently was his final prediction in terms of the price of XRP, its final bull run price of XRP, and this being in the hundreds of dollars. And he basically pulls no punches and gives no apologies and says, listen, this is your final warning. I don't really care if you do or don't buy XRP, trade XRP, do what you want to do. I know where XRP is going. This is my final warning. So I'll post a chart on here of his analysis. $333 believes the high point of XRP is what it could reach in the next several years. He thinks that is what it could reach over this bull run, and he thinks it could happen very, very, very quickly. Now, there have been coins in the cryptocurrency world that have moved very fast and gone 10, 20, 30x in a matter of days. However, this would be an enormous move, of course, going over 600x to get to his final prediction. I don't know if it's going to happen quickly, but will it happen? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Let me know in the comment section down below. He makes a great case for it on his charts. In fact, he's linked in the description of my video. You can go and follow him there and look at his analysis of XRP. A lot of times it has been spot on. A lot of times it has been wrong. We've seen several predictions by all of these chart analysts that said, listen, when Ripple beat the SEC, XRP would go directly to $10. I was in the camp that believed that as well. It didn't do anything of the such. Now, we weren't exactly in a good macroeconomic state to handle that. Bitcoin was not in its bull run. It was in its bear market, or at least still in the bottom trying to pull into a bull market. And of course, if we look at the rest of the global economy, rates were rising at an astronomical pace. There are now no longer any homes for sale, which is why the cost of homes have gone skyrocketing. Unemployment, if the White House spins it, well, they make it look like they're creating jobs, but it's actually doing the opposite. It is not looking good from a macroeconomic standpoint. The cost of borrowing money is just so much higher than Bitcoin has seen since its existence. So now that we have that as the backdrop, I want you guys to let me know if anything over $10 per XRP is even feasible. And I wanted to let you guys know that if you're going to be trading XRP or Bitcoin or any of these altcoins that I'm about to mention, some of these top trending altcoins on X, on YouTube that get the most mentions, if you want to do any of that trading, please go to Fairdesk. They are a partner of this channel. There's a link in the description below. If you sign up, make a deposit, and you're one of the top 3 depositors from this channel, you'll get a free $100 added to your account. You can do whatever you want with. You can buy a spot. You can do copy trading. There are some copy traders literally that have made over $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 just this week for their copy traders. So there is a link in the description below. You can go ahead and sign up there. You can do some copy trading. You can look for some of the altcoins that have made some big moves and that could potentially make even bigger moves. That is what I wanted to lead into. And so this segment, I wanted to talk about these trending coins. Let me know in the comment section below if you're following any, if you're holding any of these, and if it's a long-term or short-term play. FYI, probably going to be a short-term play. So there's a few tools that I use to look at for trending coins on social media, specifically on X. Now, in the past week, the #1 trending coin was CREO. Now, in terms of the last 24 hours, there's a few more. The top 3 that I wanted to mention are RIO, R-I-O, which is the #1 trending in the last 24 hours. Number 2 is INJ, and number 3 is NAKA. These altcoins, if you see them trending, it probably means there is a pump about to happen or it's in the middle of going up. So go ahead, pull them up on your charts if you're already in Fairdesk. You might want to look for some of those to do some trading with, but of course that is up to you. This is not financial advice. Just want to give you guys a heads up on what is going on in the social media world regarding crypto tokens. Okay, so finally, I wanted to wrap up this video by talking about Brad Garlinghouse, the CEO of Ripple, and what he's doing actually today, actually about an hour ago as I'm making this video. He is currently in Davos at CET giving a talk on cryptocurrencies with none other than the CFTC Commissioner Caroline Pham. Now, they are over there speaking on the future of digital assets and what they call future-proofing digital assets. And Brad Garlinghouse was pretty jacked about it, at least on Twitter, making that announcement. And Caroline Pham, in the past, she's made it known that she's a fan of not only Ripple, but she has been on XRP's side in terms of it being not a security in the big Ripple versus SEC fight. So it'll be interesting to see. I believe Bloomberg had live streamed it. I missed it. They'll probably put it up on their YouTube channel. You can go ahead and catch it once they post it live. It's not up there yet as of last time I checked. So you can go to YouTube and check out Bloomberg and see whenever that comes up. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for watching this video all the way to the end, for smashing that thumbs up button. And as always, I'll see you guys on the next video.